Hi guys, in this video I want to go through another recording tutorial, just a little tip that might help some of you. I was recently recording my full band in the home studio, and one thing I thought everybody might find interesting or useful is the use of project templates in Reaper. So when you have Reaper open here, and this kind of applies to a lot of different DAWs, but this I will be specifically working in Reaper because that's what I use most of the time. So if you go to File, then down to Project Templates, if you have a fresh install, this will be empty, but you can see here I have one template for work with myself and my girlfriend. Then at the bottom I have a YouTube video template because I do some editing in Reaper, and then for the album recording I had this 16 track template, so you can click into that and I have a whole 16 track recording studio DAW template, whatever you want to call it, put together and ready to go for each song individually. So everything is named and ready and armed. So all of the tracks were plugged in, all of the cables and channels were set up at the start, and everything is labeled correctly in Reaper, so I can just hit record and the band can play away and do a live off the floor recording essentially. So we'll just start with a fresh take. Right, if you want to create your own project template, it's simply a matter of starting a new project and then figuring out what you think you need, what you use most. So I was thinking of doing some solo recordings soon, just some solo rock music, post-rock mostly I think. But yeah, for my own setup I can make a more simplified project template than I used for the 16 track studio there, but we'll just see now. So obviously I'm going to want EZdrummer firstly, because my drum tracks will be programmed using EZdrummer, so I can set that up if I can find EZdrummer. And there. Then I'm going to want a guitar track. We'll say 2 guitar tracks, one for left and one for right. And you can set the effects like I did in EZdrummer there. I know I'll always be using the EZdrummer effect, so I insert that right now. And you can also control the panning. I know guitar left will be panned 100% left and guitar right will be panned 100% right. Then I might do a guitar lead channel which will be centered. Then I'll want a bass channel, a vocal channel, and maybe a keyboard channel, or keys or synths, so we'll just put keys for now. And then, as I said, if you want to add effects that you know you're going to be using, I'm probably going to use the Reaper EQ, re-EQ on all of them. So you can just copy and paste those effects, that effect. And then on the vocals, I know my signal chain will include a compressor for sure, so we'll use the API 2500. I won't set the actual settings on it yet, but I know I will use it. And while you get the picture, you can just add whatever effects you think you will most likely use. Then you can set up your sends and returns, or your sends really. So I know I'm going to want a reverb channel for it. And I know that I'm going to want to use the reverb I normally use, which is Reverb Stereo. I'll probably set it to a medium room. And then I can set up the sends to that, or the receives even. So you can add receives from all tracks, and then this can be the mixer for how much reverb you put on everything. Then I normally put a compressor on the master channel. Just helps with recording, makes everything sound a bit better. Put it on mastering 1, and then I can adjust that later. So now that's a pretty good setup for recording demo tracks of myself, and it can be adapted later. And I know that I'll be using that over and over again, so you can go down once again to File, Project Templates, and now Save Project as Template. And then it brings you into this. It's in Your Name, AppData, Roaming, Reaper, Project Templates. You might have to find that yourself, or you can save it somewhere else, but then you'll have to go back and find it again. So I just keep it in the default. So I'll just name this as Liam Solo Record. And now I have a project template for that. It appears there. So if I go once again to New Project, Don't Save Changes, it opens a blank session, and then you can go down to Project Templates, and then down to Liam Solo Record, or whatever you name it. And then it recalls everything that you just did as a blank project for you to build upon again. So hopefully that was useful to people. It streamlines creativity a little bit for me and just makes things quicker and easier. You can, once you streamline as much of this kind of work as possible, it leaves you freer to be more creative and worry less about dealing with, the nitty-gritty technical stuff. I can just load up Reaper now, open this project template, and get recording. I don't have to go messing about adding extra tracks and working out exactly what I'm doing every time and loading everything. It's just there. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and check back soon for more.